Welcome to the Daily Market Recap. Today is Thursday, August 20, 2026. Wall Street closed out today with a choppy, mixed session as major indices wrestled between strong tech momentum and heavy retail drag. The S&P 500 managed to edge up 2.2% while the Nasdaq held modest gains, but the Dow felt real pressure. The main catalyst, U.S. 10-year Treasury yields bounced back up to 4.69%, cooling off yesterday's bond market rally and keeping traders on high alert. Taking a look at sector performance, it was a tale of two distinct markets. Technology and software led the charge higher, thanks to cybersecurity momentum and AI demand. On the flip side, consumer staples and discretionary got slammed, heavily dragged down by a post-earnings sell-off in Walmart. Defensive real estate and utilities managed to keep their heads above water, providing a soft landing spot. And where does overall market emotion stand amidst the tug of war? The CNN Fear Greed Index is sitting right at 52, placing a smack dab in the middle of neutral territory. Traders are balanced right on the fence, neither overly euphoric nor panicking, as everyone waits for the next big economic catalyst. Our top story today comes from retail bellwether Walmart. WMT reported its slowest quarterly sales growth in over 6 years, causing the stock to tumble over 6%. Management highlighted shifting consumer behavior and tighter household budgets, sending a massive chill across the entire retail landscape and sparking broader consumer spending concerns. Over in the bond market, U.S. Treasury yields rebounded with a vengeance. After yesterday's Treasury debt buyback program gave stocks a relief boost, the 10-year yield climbed back up to 4.69% today. Heavy government debt issuance and persistent inflation concerns quickly put pressure back on growth stock valuations. Digital asset regulation took center stage in Washington. Major executives from Coinbase, Kraken, and MicroStrategy met with White House officials to discuss market structure in the stalled Clarity Act. The positive regulatory chatter triggered massive short squeezes and reignited institutional interest across crypto-linked equities. Kicking off our top gainers, Marathon Digital Holdings surged double digits as Bitcoin breached the $71,000 milestone. The combination of soaring underlying crypto prices and bullish regulatory discussions out of Washington sent short sellers running for cover, putting Mara right at the front of the crypto miner rally. Next up in the green corner, Iovance Biotherapeutics delivered a monster performance. Iove rocketed higher following bullish analyst commentary and accelerating clinical trial momentum for its specialized T-cell therapy pipeline, triggering massive trading volume and a huge technical breakout. Rounding out our gainers, Aardvark Therapeutics sprinted higher in a wildly energetic session. Heavy retail momentum and speculative buying around their metabolic clinical trial updates drove Angie way up the chart, proving that small-cap biotechs still know how to put on a show. Flipping over to the downside, Moderna took a heavy punch, falling over 9% today. Context is key here. Yesterday, mRNA skyrocketed an incredible 177% on Phase 3 melanoma trial results. Today brought a classic hangover session as short sellers re-entered and traders locked in massive gains. Also landing on our losers board is AADX. After experiencing wild intraday swings, profit-taking triggered a steep late-day slide. It was a stark reminder of how fast momentum can flip in thin, highly volatile small-cap names when aggressive buyers step aside. Completing our top losers trio is retail titan Walmart. As we noted in our news roundup, WMT got slammed for a 6% loss after posting its weakest sales expansion in 6 years. The stock sliced right below key moving averages, posting its worst single-day drop in months and pulling down the Dow. Let's check the key chart levels. Starting with the S&P 500 ETF, SPIY closed near 762.80. Crucial foundational support sits at 755, which aligns with its 50-day moving average. Overhead resistance remains at 770. As long as SPI holds above 755, the broader uptrend stays intact. Moving to the tech-heavy NASDAQ 100 ETF, QQQ finished right around 711. Support is firmly locked at 700. Losing that level opens the door down to 690. Bulls need a decisive close above 718 resistance to unlock momentum for a run at fresh all-time highs. Over in small cap land, the Russell 2000 ETF closed near 297.50. IWM remains bound inside a clear channel, finding reliable support at 292, while heavy resistance at 302 continues to cap upside attempts. A breakout above 302 is needed to ignite a broad small cap rally. In the crypto space, Bitcoin stole the show today, blasting past $71,000. Over $2.7 billion in bearish short positions were wiped out following political momentum in D.C. Bitcoin's immediate support has moved up to $68,000, while major overhead resistance sits at $72,500. Ethereum followed Bitcoin's lead, pushing cleanly above $3,100. ETH is displaying strong technical structure, maintaining firm support at $3,000. Key resistance looms at $3,250, breaking above that could trigger a fast catch-up rally relative to Bitcoin. Across the broader altcoin landscape, green was the main color today. High beta layer 1s and DeFi protocols caught fire as Bitcoin's breakout lifted overall market liquidity. Capital is noticeably rotating back into digital assets as dollar strength fades. To wrap up today's session, overall market sentiment remains cautiously optimistic. While rising bond yields and retail slumps created real friction today, resilient tech bids and crypto breakouts show that buyers are still actively buying pullbacks. Looking ahead to tomorrow, keep your eyes on upcoming Federal Reserve speaker remarks, revised economic sentiment figures, and key jobless claims data. These catalysts will dictate whether we finish the week with a weekend rally or a brief consolidation. That is your daily market recap. If you enjoyed this update, do me a quick favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop your predictions in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.